Hello again, Amstrad fans, and today we're taking a look at Dragon's Lair on the Amstrad, a conversion of the very famous arcade machine. And when I say arcade machine, I'm sure, as most of you probably know, retro gamer fans, that it was a Laserdisc based arcade machine. Now, if you've not seen it or don't know what I'm talking about, go and check out videos of it on YouTube. It's probably best explained by actually watching the thing in action, because basically it was a Laserdisc game which was made up of sort of full motion video sequences, and these were animations done by Don Bluth of Disney fame. He did the Robin Hood, Fox and the Hound, An American Tail, and all sorts of famous animated movies, and it's sort of a collaboration between him and video game publisher to make a Laserdisc game based on his animations, which basically was a test of like your reactions and timing. So it looked absolutely stunning at the time, absolutely gorgeous. It was a smash hit and pretty much resurrected the video game industry in 1983 when it was released, because at the time the whole industry was in a massive slump. It looked great, but gameplay wise it's pretty pants. All you got to do is press the right arrow key and button at the right time. So how on earth were you going to convert something like that to the Amstrad? Well, here's the result. Now bear in mind it is 1985, so it's early days of 8-bit computing, and certainly the Amstrad had only been out less than a year. So this is Software Projects, the name of the company who made this conversion. This is their attempt at trying to get it converted to the Amstrad. Now, first of all, this is a fairly a level that's not representative of the rest of the game. It's pretty arcade based, and you got to jump from platform to platform, killing little baby dragons on each one before you can move. Now the problem with this is the controls are absolutely dreadful, so stodgy, and you've got to be so precise and get right to the edge of the platforms before you jump, and more often than not you end up falling off. It's such a pain in the arse. There's such a lag from when you press a key until he actually does something. I guarantee you die so many times on that level. Here's another sort of arcadey bit. Now this was in the arcade original, and very carefully edged the side end of the platform there as well. And you got like these things that are trying to blow you off the disc that's falling down that hole. They always appear in the same order, in the same places, so once you know where they're coming from, makes things a lot easier. You can sort of prepare for it. On this level, this level gets repeated later on with different enemies appearing. But on this one, it's top left, bottom right 3 times, and top left twice, which will make things easier for you. And I'll help you through the rest of the game as well, because it took me ages to work out and get through. The game is so broken with the controls, it's an absolute nightmare. Anyway, I'll come on to that again shortly. Just very quickly though, the graphics and animation, well, the animation's a little bit crude, but we've got a lot going on screen there. They have really made an effort. The graphics are nice and colourful, if rather blocky. There's nice sound effects and music as well. This is, this is pretty good for 1985, when there was far more basic games released at higher prices, and seeing like an animated sequence like that was extremely rare. So, well done on the programmers for effort, but they lose tons and tons of marks for controls. The whole point of this game is, reactions. Moving your character at the right time, and if you got controls that lag by half a bloody second, or don't even register sometimes, it's it completely ruins the game. Oh, here we are in the dungeon. And again, this is reactions. You've got to move or swing your sword at the right time. Now, you move up the first time, we're going to do a swipe. You have to swipe now, which is basically holding the fire button and down, up here, and we've got 2 more swipes. Ready, swipe now. Wait for the noise, swipe now. You've got to get it absolutely dead on. Now, sometimes you can hammer the key you're going to be jumping repeatedly down before they appear, and Dirk sometimes moves. Sometimes he doesn't. The instructions tell you if you press the key too soon, you die. On this level, you've got to wait usually just a millisecond for the enemy to appear before you hit the key. Apart from the 2 skeleton hands at the top, the second one, you've got to do it just before it arrives. Okay, any questions you can ask me in the comments, and I'll try and talk it through, and I'll put the directions you need to do. Now on this level, get right to the edge of that platform, hold down the fire button to jump onto that one. Now jump onto the rope, swing twice, jump, do 2 swings, jump now, jump, jump, and jump. The rope you have to jump onto here is a little bit later before you can jump onto it compared to the other ropes. Swing twice, jump, jump again, jump now, jump, swing twice, jump, swing twice, and jump, and you've done that level. Believe me, it looks like it's really easy from me doing it there. I guarantee it's not, and I'll be totally honest with you guys. I've done each level one at a time, and instead of like killing myself tons and tons of times and boring you and just messing this video up, I've done it one at a time. Right, okay, in this one, the Armory, you can do a swipe. Dirk gives you a bit of a hint there actually, because he looks to the left. So this one's a little bit easier than the first dungeon level, the Armory. Now we jump to the left, we're going to do a swipe here now. We jump right. On this level, I'm hammering the keys before I need to before they appear, and it works on this level for some reason. The other levels where you got to do timings and swings and stuff, it doesn't. Don't ask me why. That was another swipe there. Jump to the left. We're going to be jumping up. Sorry, got a swipe. Sorry, and now we're jumping up, and then we're going to run to the right. So that's level 5 done. Quite nice. Got a nice bit of animation there actually, there, Dirk. Now we got another similar level. Swipe now. You got to wait till that snake's about halfway down the screen. Left. Up. Now. I find if I tap the button, tap, 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 I usually get it. Again, those snakes, you have to wait to sort of like nearly halfway down the screen before you do your swipe. And you swipe, sorry, with your sword. It doesn't tell you instructions, but it's firing down or firing up. The instructions are crap that came in the game, and then just run to the right there. I'll write all these instructions anyway in the descriptions. Okay, we've got another Pit of Doom level here on the falling disc, and the baddies appear top right, bottom left, top left, bottom left, top right, bottom left, top left. Okay, again I'll put that in the description. So while this level plays out, I'll just quickly sort of sum up the game. You know, graphics are nice and colourful, and presentation is fantastic. I mean, it is a little bit basic and crude, but the fact is, you know, they've made an effort, because obviously the arcade original was very, very visually appealing, and that's pretty much the only, you know, reason why people wanted to play the game, see the animations, not actually to enjoy. Basically, it was a test of memory, you know, more than it was a test of reflexes. So I mean, obviously there you got like a nice scroll, you know, backgrounds there, you know, moving up and down. There's lots of nice little, you know, cutscenes and animation for a simple 8-bit machine like the Amstrad. And it is 1985, you know, so early days of programming. They've done very well. The major flaw I keep banging on about is the controls and the, you know, the horrible key lag. The first thing they should have got right was the controls, because this is, you know, a game based solely on pressing the right key at the precise right time. I tell you what, guys, making this video has been an absolute nightmare. I hated making this video. The number of times I had to replay levels again and again and again to get the video done. So, you know, marks for effort, you know, but huge minus points for programming. Maybe what we're going to do as a review, score 5 out of 10, and that's been very generous. It's becoming one of my catchphrases now, giving a score and saying I'm being generous. I tend to be a little bit. Suppose there is some enjoyment to have out of this game. There is a sequel, Dragon's Lair 2. I may look at that. That's much improved from what I remember. It's not the same as Dragon's Lair 2 in the arcades. That's a completely different game. That was released in the early 90s, I believe. But for Dragon's Lair 2, the 8-bit versions, they feature some of the sections that were in the arcade original that are missing on this version, like the ball that rolls down the sort of multicoloured tunnel. Anyway, this level's really easy because the knight always appears in a certain square, so we can just wait for him in the right direction, swing, and we've already killed him. Dead easy. As long as you know where the knight's going to appear. And he appears in the same place every time. And we're on to the final level, which is against Singe the Dragon. And by the way, I've never actually played the arcade original, so I've just watched videos of it on YouTube. I presume it's not that much fun. You know, basically memory test. But if anyone else has played it and got some thoughts on the arcade original, then let me know. Now, it is what you could do. Singe there, his fireballs can destroy those boulders. If he destroys the boulder completely, apparently it reveals some treasure. The pain in the arse on this level is getting him to basically breathe fire on you when you're at the there's a bunch of bushes there, and basically his fireball's got to set fire to those bushes, and they will basically burn down and leave the path free to get the sword and kill the dragon. And done it there quite quickly. Previous attempts, it's taken ages for him to, you know, get the fireball at the precise right time. I'm there, but luckily this time I managed to do it. Anyway, we're about to complete the game. Edge very carefully up there to get the sword. Oh yeah, and of course pressing up, down, left and right doesn't move it up, down, left or right. Obviously it moves in diagonal, so you need to remember that up moves you up and the left, down moves you down and right, so you know, you can very easily get your keys mixed up and end up running off the side of the cliff there, including on the other levels like the first opening level. Okay, we're taking it very easily to the edge there, get it just right. We don't want to muff it up right at the last. And there we go. Very well, nicely presented there. We've killed the dragon and rescued Princess Daphne. Singe is dead, and we're back in love with our princess. And there you go, guys. That's it. That's the end of the game. So yeah, I put the instructions on how to sort of beat the game in the description, and I may look at Dragon's Lair 2, but I may leave it for a while. Didn't really particularly enjoy making this one, but I'm kind of proud I've done it. and the game starts again from the beginning. Compared to the other versions, very, very similar to the Commodore 64 version. Spectrum version slightly different. I don't think it's as good. And we're just doing this bit here to show you the death animation. Whee, there's the skeleton. Alright, anyway, that's me done. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Cheers, bye.